Okay, let's start the video. I'm putting back the Mega Man because a lot of people have requested the Mega Man, so I'm gonna go back to some of my Mega Man favorite system, which is called the Dster corner quadrant system, and I like to call it the infinite Dster corner quadrant system. And before you get started, you can try and email me for any game prediction at hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. You can donate, subscribe, and share and like my video on my page, my homepage on my channel, and you can donate by clicking the donation button. And make sure you subscribe and like my video. So on the Mega Man, we need to figure out which Dster we should use. So let's go to Mega Man. This is old date Mega Man, which is from Friday 11/19/2021. That's a couple years ago. Then I stopped doing the video because nobody was watching the video too much. Well, people, you watching the video, then it's harder for me to make the video. So I need a lot of people to watch the video and use my system. So the last winning number, last winning number for Mega Man. Let's post the last winning number for Mega Man. Now I've talked about how to form a combination using the code Dster. So you have to use the right Dster to pick your right number. Now you can you can also use various ways to pick a number, like using the pentagon pair system for Mega Man or Powerball. And you can use the pattern from the Mega Man result using the various dates to see what the pattern is and how to pick your number. So for Mega Man, we're gonna have to look at the Mega Man last slice number. I have to find a page to post it. I'm gonna duplicate a page. In fact, I'm gonna delete the page. So when I delete the page, I don't want to delete the whole thing, so I'm gonna duplicate the page. I just want to delete the image, not the page. So Mega Man for tonight's draw. Let's look at tonight's draw for Mega Man. And for tonight's Mega Man, we have first way to pick a Mega Man. We need to find the right numbers. So I have first number written down here. I have 07, 18, 23. Out of the out of the new matrix they developed, the new matrix. They set up the new matrix for Mega Man. For most states, it's cost $5. I think the standard rate for Mega Man is $5 now for all the states. I haven't checked other states. I think it should be $5 for all the states. And they put a new matrix for each state and how the price are paid. So these are the numbers for tonight's Mega Man result, and for Friday's Mega Man result. If these numbers are shown not to be drawn, it will be used for Mega Man for Fridays also. Depends on which number are drawn, which number not drawn. These are the top picks for Mega Man. Why are these the top picks for Mega Man? Because we need to find the code Dster for Mega Man. Finding the code Dster for Mega Man will find you the right Dster. And using the right Dster, you're going to pick your right winning number. So these are number for the Mega Man. So I'm going to make it into two columns, so make it bigger. So using these numbers, if you can see the number are 7, 18, 23, 34, 36, 41, 43, 44, 45, 51, 53, 54, 55, 64, 67, and 68. So which number can be used for the code Dster for Mega Man? My top picks are 44, 18, and 34. So using the code Dster, you can use all these three, use 2 or use 1. but you have one codecer. That one codecer must be in your Dster that you are using. If you have two codecer, then those two codecer numbers must be used in your Dster. If you don't have that these number, then that is your wrong Dster system to use for that draw, which is tonight's draw. So, and if you have three codecer, I would try to limit it to no more than three codecer, because too much codecer will generate a Dster that will take a lot of time to format, which will tell you, will give you less time to pick your numbers. So you want less time to formulate your codecer and more time to pick your numbers. And using codecer, we have these three codecer. So let's say I want to use these three numbers as my codecer for tonight's Mega Man drawing. So 18, 34, and 44. So using these top three pick, I formulate a Dster. So let's generate a Dster. So this is Dster system for tonight. So tonight is what date? Let's say tonight's date is 4/29. About 4/29. So this Mega Man Dster is used for 4/29 or 4/28, depends on the date. So it looks like today's date is 4/29. So I'm going to format 4/29's date, put it over there. It doesn't really matter. 4/29, 4/28. But I would rather use 4/29 because the Mega Man falls on 4/29. So that's your number to be used. So I'm going to move these coordinates out. And let's formulate the codecer. Now I'm going to not waste time and do the calculation of which Dster to use. I have already generated the Dster that would be used to save time. And don't forget the box, the red box numbers also can be used in case you do not know. So the codecer that were formatted, the Dster was formatted from the codecer number were 861879. Using the X and Y axis, 7, 4, 3, 1, 6, 6. Now then I have 8, 9, 2, 5, 4, 3, 3. And I have 1, 0, 7, 1, 9, 4, 4, 5, 7. So using the codecer number, I generate a Dster grid. And the Dster grid says you must have those three codecer in your matrix. So let's highlight the codecer number. I have 18 codecer right here. Also have 18 diagonal over here. I'm going to also highlight the codecer 18 that had appeared 2 times. Now, what other number did I say the codecer number were? 44. So I would have 44 right on these spots right here. And I would also have 34 codecer number around here also. So these are your codecer number. You might want to focus on one main codecer and leave 2 as a secondary codecer number. So for instance, depending on what the numbers were, I would either go for 34 or 44 as the main codecer number. Because it looks like the 4s are substantially need to be drawn sooner or later, the 4s. So I'll either choose the main codecer as a 34 or 44 as your codecer number, and 18 as your secondary codecer number. So your main focus is on 34 or 44. So that means I would take my chance and bet the matrix to be 34 or 44. So we're going to take a chance and pick the number in the Dster following the codecer number. So the codecer number is 34 or 44. You pick numbers around the 44 and 34 to see where the numbers are. So for instance, if I pick 34 as my codecer number, I would have 44 over here. Let's say I will have 34 over here. And let's see what numbers are around the 34 over here. I will have 45, which is one of the number I highlighted, 45, and 54. So let's go back to the numbers that I pinpoint. You see it? 45 and 54 are also around there, so you might want to be looking at these two numbers around the codicil numbers. And let's see what other number around the codicil. So I have 34, 45. I also have, let's see, I have 23. 23. Let's see, look at where 23 are. 23 is around this codicil up here. All right, I highlighted it. So you want to continue picking numbers, or you can email me for any game prediction for Mega Man tonight. Also, email me, please email me at hyper_links@yahoo.com. That's how you generate your codicil grid using the codicil number. And if your codicil don't have those numbers, then you have used the wrong number. So depending on which number you use for which codicil number you use, or which 1, 2, or 3 you use that Dster that has either 1, 2, or 3 of these numbers. So please do email me at hyper_links@yahoo.com for any game prediction or requests. I'll try to do PAll soon, but my main focus is Mega Man, because Mega Man is $5. So when you invest $5 in the Mega Man, jackpot generally starts higher. So please do donate, subscribe, and like my video, and also share my video if you haven't done so. And I will post results for tonight's when the winner number comes out, and I'll show you where the numbers are and how good the Dster system is.